World War II documentaries always have that cinematic, professional look, usually created with high-end editing software. But what if I told you that you don't need expensive tools to achieve the same result? In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make the World War II documentary using Capcut. Hi guys, welcome back to my videos. Today I'm gonna show you how I edit this short documentary without using any expensive editing software that usually used by professionals to make this kind of edit. So let's try to make it only using Capcut with all the features it offers to achieve this professional looking documentary. And that's why you should subscribe to this channel and join my Patreon to learn more about documentary editing using a non-expensive editing software. And I also share all my asset and project file there so you can try it yourself after watching my tutorials. And you can also ask me about editing stuff in the community chat. To start the tutorial, I'm gonna break down the process into 3 parts. So first I'm gonna make a timeline animation for all the scenes. And then I'm gonna explain to you the fine cut stage behind this project, and also the final cut when we talk about the effect, the transition and sound design in this project. So now let's start by making the timeline animation. For this timeline, I'm gonna make a simple left scrolling stamp, which I think it's kinda cool with this theme. And I also apply a trick to make a 3D looking. So yeah, now I'm gonna add this stamp overlay, which I made on Photopea. And then the picture of the topic that we want to talk about. And now I'm gonna make the color of this picture a little bit yellowish by increasing the temp. Now let's add a text layer. And here is where I'm gonna type the year of this picture. For the font style, I'm gonna use the Tox typewriter with black color. And position it here on the corner of the picture. And now after I finish with the design, let's animate it to make the timeline using keyframes. But first we need to compound all these layers. Now add 2 keyframes on the transform in the first second. For the second keyframe, I'm gonna position the picture right here. And for the first keyframe, I'm gonna position all the way to the right until the picture disappears. So it's gonna look like this. Now let's move 1 second again and add the third keyframe. And I'm not gonna do anything in this keyframe because it's just for a still position. And now move 1 second again and reposition the picture to the center. And also you can play with the scale to make the picture a little bit bigger. Move 1 second, add keyframe again for the still position. And for the next 1 second, I'm gonna position it right here and downscale it to the normal size. Add keyframe again for the next 1 second. And move 10 frame, and here I'm gonna reposition it for the out animation by dragging this picture all the way to the left. So it's gonna look like this. And to make the movement smoother, you just need to ease out the keyframe on the x-axis. Now, like I said before, I'm gonna add a blur effect to make a 3D looking, but it's not that simple because we need to play with the keyframe as well, so just prepare your brain. Let's add the blur effect right here. And don't put the effect directly into the layer because you cannot use the keyframe if you do that, which is kinda weird. So I'm gonna do a simple trick here. So first set the blurriness to 30%. Then you have to add some keyframe in the blur layer, and you have to make sure that all these keyframes align perfectly with the keyframe in the timeline layer. Now after you add all the keyframes, set the blurriness in the 4th and the 5th keyframe to 0. So it's gonna look like this. And now what you have to do is to press Ctrl plus X on this effect layer and then open this compound clip and paste it in here. Now we just made one timeline here. Then how do we add more timeline? It's simple. We just need to duplicate this compound clip. Now drag the second timeline to here and make sure that the first keyframe on this second timeline align with the third keyframe on the first timeline layer. So it's gonna look like this. And to change the content in the second layer, you just need to double click on the compound clip and now you can change it. For example, I'm gonna change this picture, so what I'm gonna do, just drag another picture and place it on the last picture layer, and then when this box appears, select replace clip. And it will change automatically to new picture, but still keeping all the adjustment we made before. So it just works like a template. After that, you just need to change the year. And now you have to repeat the same step to add more and more timeline. And here is the result. After that, select all these layers and compound them. Now I'm gonna move on to the fine cut stage. In case you don't know what the fine cut means, it basically means that I'm gonna make a structure of the video starting by synchronizing the visual, the music, and also the voiceover. So as you can see here, I have two sound layers, which are the music and the voiceover, and also the timeline animation. Now I'm gonna split the compound layer of the timeline animation and place them to where it has to be shown according to the script. So yeah, let's begin to splitting them by pressing Ctrl B, and then you just need to place each one of them according to the script or the voiceover. So now we just need to fill the gaps between them with all the media we need. So I'm just gonna skip the video to when I finish the rough cutting and I will explain it to you. So here is the structure of the video that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna explain it from here. So after the first timeline here, I added a freeze frame from this timeline for the pre-transition, or you can call it like a bridge to the transition that later I'm gonna apply. Let's add a little bit of zoom in effect to this clip using keyframes. Then after this clip, I also add the same freeze frame, then I'm gonna upscale it until the stem overlay disappear. So it's only show the full picture for the post transition or the scene when we start talking about the topic of the timeline. And then a couple seconds from this clip, there is gonna be a title of the topic, which is the Cold War. So to make this title, I'm gonna use the same freeze frame and turn it into a text. Now go to Mask, then select text. And here I'm gonna type the title, and after that I also gonna add a grunge overlay and change the blend mode to screen. Now select both of these layers and compound them. After the title clip here, I added some video that show the footage of the United States Army, and then there is the Soviet Union Army as well. And also there is a video of this massive weapon because the script is talking about this stuff. And then from here we move to the second timeline that talk about nuclear crisis, and here I added a freeze frame for the bridge as well, just like we did before. And after that it continue with the clip of John F. Kennedy's speech about nuclear weapon, and I added some creative cuts here, so when he says nuclear, I'm gonna slip a video of a nuclear bomb explosion.
To regard any nuclear missile from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere.
And by the way, I get that inspiration from Oppenheimer movie, which is kinda cool to be applied in this video as well. Now we enter the third timeline, which talking about the fall of Berlin Wall. And then I just continue it with some of the historical footage about it, without applying the freeze frame bridge, because the pacing is getting quicker here. And also I did the same thing for the last timeline, which talking about the fallen of Soviet Union. So that is the fine cut or the video structure. Maybe there is not something interesting in this process, but one thing that you have to know that you have to pay attention to the patching of the video. Whether it's slow or fast patching, you need to make the cuts that harmonize with the voiceover and the music if you already added one. And now we're gonna move to the next step to polish the video with some effect, transition and sound design. This stage is also known as final cut. Now let's begin by adding some transition. I'm not gonna use many type of transition here, I'm just gonna pick one or two. Like for every timeline here, I'm gonna use the same type of transition, and here I'm gonna use a transition called flood-like because I like that blurry fading like effect. And then for the title here, I'm gonna use B&W strobe transition. So that's it for the transition. Now let's add some effect. I'm not gonna add some crazy effect for this video, like you don't even need the pro version of Capcut to make this effect. I'm just gonna use a simple but professional one like vignette and noise effect to add a little bit dark and old vibes to the video, which I can add both of them only by adding one adjustment layer. Let's drag it here. And then you just need to scroll to the bottom and adjust both of this effect. And that's for the effects. Now let's move on to the sound design. So as you can see here that my sound design is not complicated as well. I'm just adding a few tweaks, like for all the media here are mostly muted, unless for some important sound like speech,
To regard any nuclear missile
the nuclear bomb sound, and when the people are cheering. So it's gonna make your video a little bit more alive. And also I added some sound effect here which are easy to find. If you are using Capcut Pro version, you can find many good sound effect in here. You can just type what sound do you need. For me, I added the sound effect only for the transition and also for when the timeline is sliding. And if you ask me what sound effect did I use, well, for the transition I used two different kind of whoosh sound effect that I found on internet and also in Capcut. As you can see that the purple one is from Capcut and the blue is the one that I download from internet. And also for the glitch transition, I used the glitch sound effect from Capcut. And for the final touch, I also added the subtitle using the auto caption feature in Capcut. So yeah, that's basically how I made this World War II documentary video only using Capcut. I hope this video helped you, and if you want to try to make it, you can download all the assets I use and also this project file on my Patreon. You can check the link in the description. And thank you guys for watching, and also thanks to my Patreon for always supporting this channel. And here is the final result.
In 1945, World War II ended, but a new conflict began, the Cold War. The world was divided between the US and the Soviet Union. By 1962, tensions peaked during the Cuban Missile Crisis, bringing the world to the brink of nuclear war.
to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack.
In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell, signaling the collapse of Soviet influence. Finally, in 1991, the Soviet Union dissolved, marking the end of the Cold War.